Get this going over here on the old tubes. Good. Yes? Why is there no camera? Is there a camera? We're about to find out. Did she do it right? Did she do it wrong? That's the question of the hour. Let's see. Camera's on. Paula Tan, welcome in. I am Charity, aka NiceComps. I'm usually live over on the old TikTok, but they decided that they were going to banana me. So we're hanging out on IG. And I'm trying to get my YouTube to work here. I don't know what's going on, but we're getting there. So welcome in. If you're hanging out, awesome. It's going to take a second here. I'm just trying to get everything going. Why is this not working? Let's try it again. We're going to try this again. Let's see. Start. Let's see if we can get this to work. It is being fidgety. What is going on? Let's try it again. Let's try it again, friends. Oh, yay! It's working. Congratulations, Charity. You did it. Yay! Oh, my Lord. What is up, you guys? I see you there. I see you all there. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what is going on. The internet hates me today, but that's okay. I love you, internet. Please don't be mean and angry. All right, here we go. We're getting there. All right. Diz, I see you. There's a voice delay. Yeah, I got to get Justin to come fix that. I don't know what is going on with our voice delays and the chats. Let me get him for just a second. Hey, Just. I have a voice delay. Can you hear me? I'm hoping he can hear me. Y'all might have to suffer with the voice delay for just a second here. I am back. Okay, so I bent over. Long story short, I bent over to pick a spoon up off of the ground. And I have a voice delay on YouTube. Please and thank you. Yeah, so I bent over to pick a spoon up off the ground. And I did like a weird sideways number. And I think I actually might have kind of popped my hip out and my muscle or something. There was this loud clunk-ing sound, and then I went to stand up, and it was excruciating. And for those of you that have not followed me in the past, I literally broke my back a few years ago, completely broke my back. And so ever since then, every once in a while, if I'm moving too fast or going too fast, it's my body just stops me and slows me down. And I'm a very busy person. So I have been absolutely excruciatingly stir crazy. I tried to list as much as I could, but I only had pictures of so much stuff. So I got I don't know, maybe 30 listings up. And then I'm I don't know what to do with myself. So it was a long few days. This happened last Thursday, I think. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. What is today? Is today Tuesday or Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Oh my God. So it's been almost a week. Yeah, so I've just been trying to work as much as I could, going through, fixing old listings, anything I could do basically from bed. But anyways, no one wants to hear about my woes, but I am back and I'm excited to be here. So, Adia, welcome in. Body can't keep up the brain, says Riz. Exactly. And it's I have been moving at 400 miles an hour. And so because of that, I think, like I said, I think every once in a while your body just is you need to slow down. You're doing too many things. And 16-hour work days is maybe too much for you. You probably should not do 16-hour work days. So I just have to respect the body. So I'm here. I'm a little slow moving. If something falls on the ground, we're not picking it up today. We're going to let it live there. And we're going to continue on. So if you guys have a voice delay here, Justin's going to try to fix this. We're going to try to make this happen. Perfect. Hello.
Hola.
Oh my gosh, you have so much dog hair. You know you're a dog dad when your black shirt is literally white because you have pups. So Chapter is here. Hey, huge shout out to Just One More Chapter, by the way, for helping us do our moderating on Whatnot. It's been incredible having her help. It's been amazing just having that extra amount of help. Here's the deal. Okay, I'm going to admit something. I'm really bad at asking for help. I am one of those like outrageously independent people. Holler to all my people that are like that. But because I'm such an independent person, what happens is I wind up going and going and going until I literally can't go anymore, and then I am forced to take the help. So, in the most amazing way. So, Just One More had messaged me and was like, girl, let's do a little moderating. Let me help you with that. That was amazing. Justin's like, I'm going to start doing this portion. You're not doing this many things anymore. Like, so everyone's been great. Dizzy messaged me and was like, girl, if you need anything, I'm there. Like, I literally just have such a hard time asking for help. You know, I've been on my own since I was 15. And I think just because of that, I just have this, like, I don't ask for help thing. I don't know if anyone else has it. I don't know if anybody else knows what I'm talking about, but I do. Okay, so we're going to get this cooking. So this is everything that sold in the last, like, basically 30 hours. So Justin's actually been doing our shipping, which has been amazing. Thank you so much for an incredible husband and partner who has helped step in for all of this. He's gotten to learn how to ship. Like, I literally was on the phone in my bed, flat on my back, staring at a ceiling, on the phone with him, telling him how to ship items and teaching him via the phone from the other room. It's been, guys, when you're broken and things happen, you gotta do what you gotta do. So he's been great and been shipping stuff. So thankfully we are caught up. I ended up with one late shipment item, and it wasn't because we were late shipping it. We just forgot to put the tracking number in. He's just not used to putting stuff from pirate ship, putting the tracking number in, but that's okay. It's all good. I'm just happy. Here's the other thing. Okay, before we get to shipping, I'm gonna have a moment of gratitude. I am so outrageously grateful that we found reselling, because had I been in any of the other careers I've ever done in my life, like I was a salon owner, well, if your back's broken and you're hurt, you can't go to work. I have worked for companies doing marketing for them via social media, digital marketing, creating imagery. I've done that. If you got a client and they got a deadline and they need something done, there's no time for broken backs. You just lose the account, you lose that income. With this, because I have been working so hard, which probably is what caused this back thing, but because I've been working so hard, I've had the opportunity to have so many listings up. And with Nifty, which is like our virtual assistant, delisting and relisting for us, we got some banger sales while I was down. We sold these water spigot things for like $320. We sold shoes. We sold shirts. I mean, we sold in the last week of me being down without me listing hardly anything and without doing any WN shows. Oh, that's right. I can say whatnot because I'm not on TikTok. Whatnot. Meh. Because I haven't done any whatnot shows, didn't have that income. But still, over this week, we've been able to make like over $1,000 just in sales from the stuff that I had already had listed. So it's like moment of gratitude to the universe, to the higher powers, to everything for letting this come into my space, because had I been doing any of the other jobs I've done in my life, mama ain't bringing home no bacon. Mama ain't making no money when she's laying flat. So, hey guys, I see you. Oh, I see my spicy Ruth over there. It is hard to ask for help, so there's just one more, and I agree. Just One More Chapter says, thank you, Justin. You're welcome. The Real Nina, what's up? Kia Kiss, Thak, if you guys are joining me over on IG, it's kind of new for me streaming on IG. I normally stream over on TikTok and then YouTube, but TikTok gave me a banana for filming in my car because they hate when anyone in the world is helping others and making money other than themselves, because TikTok is a bit selfish. I'm just going to throw that out there. So, so I'm a full-time reseller. I'm out of South Austin, Texas, and this is everything that sold just basically in the last, like, about 24 to 30 hours right in there. I don't know if it's the exact amount of time, but somewhere in there. Okay, so the first thing we've got is over on eBay. This is a Ralph Lauren slim fit Oxford shirt in a size large. For some reason, the comps on this particular Ralph Lauren, I don't know if it was because it was a slim fit. It's really interesting. It also had the flesh colored pony, which you probably can't see because it's in the bag here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It had the flesh colored pony, but for some reason, the comps on this one just weren't as good. That's what's called the flesh color. For some reason, the comps on this one just weren't as good, which was really interesting. I think it's a newer one, so I think there's just quite a few of them just for sale. And so I just put out a competing price. I think I had it listed for like $17. I took an offer probably got sent from Nifty for $14.40, which is way lower than I usually get for Ralph Lauren. But like I said, for some reason, this particular one just wasn't the banger that some of the other ones are. So good to see you too. Okay, I also ordered the wrong stickers, but sometimes things are a weird happy accident. So normally, and actually I just ordered the right stickers. They're probably sitting in the other room right now. Normally I order the same stickers every single time. Somehow I ordered the wrong stickers, but they're adorable. They say, you're perfect. They're all like these like parodies. Donut give up, says this one. They're all like these little funny food parody things, which is kind of amusing, but they're really tiny. But that's okay, they're cute. So everybody's getting these stickers for a minute while I get my old ones back in. I don't know how I ended up ordering these. Sometimes your fingers get on Amazon and you just order something without trying. So I picked this up for $1 at a garage sale, sold for $14.40. And then we'll probably make just a smidge on the shipping on this, I'm guessing. So I do flat rate shipping when I ship items out, meaning that I create a price. And then if the price for shipping is higher, I eat it, which hardly ever happens, like 1% of the time. Or if the price is lower, I make a little bit of money, which is probably going to be in the case of this one. Yes. So this is going to Marcus in Kansas. Marcus paid $5.99 for shipping. I'm paying $4.57, so I get to keep that extra. That covers my original cost. It also helps to cover some of the eBay fees for a total profit of probably around $13 on this item. So a little bit lower than what I usually like to get. I mean, I like to stay at that at least $20, but you show me a Ralph Lauren for $1 at a garage sale, and I'm just going to get it. It's going to happen every time. Thanks you guys, too, for joining me over on YouTube. I know it's weird not seeing me on TikTok, but they haven't even messaged me back. My appeal was denied originally, and then I had to take, like, these tests, and they said, oh, maybe you'll get it back, and maybe you won't, and I have to wait 2 weeks to find out, which should be coming up here, I think maybe, like, this weekend or something. However, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Honest moment for those of you that usually watch me on TikTok. I hate over there that I have to say things like, click in the bio, the link it, or I can't say Amazon. I can't say whatnot. I can't promote my shows. Every time I go live over there, I get a restriction. So I'm on with you guys. I show a label. Within 2 minutes, it's restricted. So immediately it dumbs the amount of views that can get seen. And then the restrictions come, and then my views go down on everything. And I don't get paid anything for doing the videos. And I'm not saying I need to, but it's insane the amount of hours you put in over there. You would think that they would want to reward the people that spend a lot of hours over there doing lives so that, people are on their app. But TikTok don't care. And so I will probably do the K-Way way and just continue to do Instagram because they don't care what you say, and mainly YouTube. Because on YouTube, I can say anything. I don't have to, like, edit myself. I don't have to feel like someone I'm not. Like, I'm not saying I don't feel like myself on TikTok. It's just the amount of time I'm spending thinking about these words I'm saying. And then this restriction comes on. And if you don't spend a lot of time going live on TikTok, one of the other things you don't know is the more restrictions you get, the more puzzle pieces you have to fill out. So I was filling out those puzzle pieces about every 5 minutes. So if I'm doing a broadcast and it's an hour long and I have to do that every 5 minutes, it gets real old. It gets real old. And so, yeah, I think we're going to rock it out this way. And I hope that you guys continue to hang out with me and, hang out with me over on YouTube or IG. So, B. Macbeth, what's up? Okay, so next thing we sold is a total banger. This is a 1999 Phantom Menace Star Wars shirt. Let me show you what this looks like. So it's got the front here. We got Darth Maul. We've got like the council. We got some fighting going on. And then on the back, we've got Anakin Skywalker with his ship. And they're probably fighting a battle cruiser, I think. What's crazy about these shirts, you guys, is if you can find these and they're the actual vintage ones, they go for pretty good money. Now, this one is unfortunately missing its label. And I think it does have a few little pinhole flaws. I can't remember. I listed this a little while ago. But here's the thing about this shirt. So if you can find these, especially in these big baggy sizes, if you can find these with the labels on them and without pinholes and without the stretched out now and with all the other caveats, you can get probably $1.50 for this. We got 88 for this one. And I'm super happy with that. I'll take $88 for a t-shirt any day. So make sure you're on the lookout for these Star Wars shirts. Now, they're harder to come by, obviously, but if you can land yourself at a garage sale or a yard sale and people have kids that were, let's say their kids are like, I don't know, maybe 30 now, they might have some of these laying around. So I always ask when I'm at a yard sale or a garage sale and it's somewhere where I can tell like maybe the people are in their like 50s-ish, late 50s, I will straight up ask like, hey, I'm also looking for like old clothes. You guys have any old t-shirts like maybe from when your kids were teenagers or anything like that? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take and you never know when someone's going to say yes. So absolutely. Mad props to Mr. NiceComps, honey. He's been, dude, you guys, I always say I had to have the worst to get the best. Because the husband before this one, you would not have been saying that. We'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. This one, incredible. We're about to have our 15th anniversary. Oh my Lord. Not of marriage, of dating. 15 years. Honey, we're about to have our 15th year anniversary.
Oh, boy.
I know. Can you believe it? Oh, my God. I mean...
I haven't done anything that long.
Me either. Except you. All right. So, yes. Always check at garage sales. You never know when you're going to come across some of these Star Wars shirts. Now, don't get tricked. Because the newer Star Wars shirts are so mass-produced that they're just not worth much. The only time I pick up new Star Wars shirts is if I want them for my own personal collection, because y'all know I love a graphic tee, or if it's new with tags. If it's new with tags, I'll pick it up anyways, no matter really what it is, because usually it'll resell just because of that. You chose well with your cabana boy. We were just joking about that because he was helping me get the hot tub all set up because I've been sitting in our really fancy blow-up hot tub. I know, we're so bougie. And he was out there and I was like, we just need to put you in a pair of shorts, get you out here cleaning this. Put on some sexy music, love Mai Tais, we're good to go. He goes, I would sunburn. I'm like, that's true. You're very Irish. So yeah, so with the Star Wars stuff, just make sure it's older. You can usually listen to the t-shirt and kind of hear its age. If you're like going like this and you hear ting, 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 it's probably not an old Star Wars t-shirt. But like this one, you go like this and it's like dunk, dunk, dunk. Do I have any vintage shirts here? I don't think I do. Let's see. Nope. Any vintage? Older. You can tell by the sound, baby. Tell by the sound. Okay. All right. Let's get this printed out and set on its way. Ooh, I can feel that hip, you guys. We're going to be stretching today. We've been stretching every day. No, I know. I feel like I'm 100 years old. Oh, my hip. Oh, my hip. Oh, I broke my hip. Oh. All right. This is going internationally, too. Must not be anywhere where there's a tariff. All right, so this is going to Lucy somewhere. It'll actually get shipped out and go to Glendale, Illinois first, and then from there, it'll get shipped out to wherever it is going. Be aware that international shipping is taking a very long time right now. The federal government has laid off an insane amount of postal workers, and because of that, there is just this massive issue with delivery. UPS also broke their contract with USPS, so there's no more UPS SurePost, so UPS is also behind. Everybody's behind. I had a customer actually message me this morning. We've been waiting for her item to arrive. She had bought a no-sleeved button-up Western shirt that had all these really cool, interesting tassels on it. Some of you guys that joined me for shipping me remember that one. It was black, new with tags, really cool. She bought that over a month ago, and it just showed up this morning. So just be aware, if you got customers that are complaining, you know, all you can say is, unfortunately, I'm at the mercy of the Postal Service and UPS, just like you are. You know, I'll keep my eyes on it for tracking. Keep me posted. Let me know how it goes. You know, you don't need to apologize. You don't need to say you're sorry. Just, hey, I get you, and I also know it's frustrating, and I hope it shows up soon. I mean, because that's the thing. We are not in charge of this, right? Okay, so our friend Lucy paid $6.99 for shipping. We are paying $5.31, so we're making a buck. And then how it works too for international shipping is your customer basically pays two different shipping fees. So they pay the fee for it to get from wherever you live to Glendale, Illinois. And then there's a tack-on fee, which is to wherever they're at, whether that be Germany or Australia or wherever that is. That you don't really see. You're only going to see this first portion of it. So we still made about a buck on shipping. After all the fees and taxes and everything, I mean, we probably made about $70 on it. And I'll take it. K-Way, what you doing? K-Way, what in the hell are you doing on Instagram? Good Lord. All right. Perfect. Done and done. So this is going to our friend Lucy somewhere. International. Here we go. Star Wars shirt, 88 bucks. All right, what do we got next here? That's why, guys, that's why I love the vintage clothes. You know I love the vintage clothes. Why do I love selling vintage clothes? Because they sell for good money, baby. Okay, next thing we've got here is a belt. Now, this is funny. How many of you guys watched our last Whatnot show? It's this one right here on YouTube. It's that last one. I was wearing that hat that's up there. It was like a whole Western theme. There is this thing in reselling. Now, I believe in this, and ain't nobody getting me off this mountain. If you want something to sell, all you have to do is talk about it, go touch it in your inventory, and look at the listing wherever it's listed. I'll click like edit, and then not edit anything, and then hit cancel. I swear, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, if you do that, the item will sell. So I have had this belt for sale for a good amount of time, okay? It's this really cool, like, little Western belt with all these little rhinestones on it. Super Y2K, very Bratz, very cute, very Western style, Western wear, city, rodeo, ranch wear, Santa Fe, vintage, 2000s. These are all in the keywords if you're interested, which is up in the bio. Anyways, so I wore this for that Whatnot show, and it's sold. It's like, you can't make it up. I have another one of these too. That's not exactly the same. It's a little bit different. It's got like crosses. It's more like mob wife style. But I didn't touch that one. I only touched this one and it sold. Now, I saw something on a video on how to wrap these belts when you sell them. Any belt. And we're going to try it. I'm going to see if I remember how the video went. Okay. Let's see. You go... Okay. I don't know if this is going to work, you guys. I have not tried this yet. So, you go in, and then you go like this, and then you wrap it. Oh, there's a hair on it. Let's get that off. Then you wrap it, and then you're able to place it inside. Oh my God! does work. Dude, that's awesome. Okay, we're doing this again. We are doing this again. Oh my gosh, Justin, I saw this video on how to wrap a belt for shipping and for pictures. You can do this for pictures too. Okay, so you take the belt so that the inside is inside and the outside is the outside. Then take your little end here. You wrap it through the top of the belt so that it looks like that. And then in the video, the guy just lets it go and brings it all the way down. Then you take the top. I totally saw this on a video. I watched the video like 10 times so that next time I sold a belt, I could do this. And then you just bring it like this and it tucks right in the center.
Well, that's something.
Well, come on with that. I mean, can you even? So, and then what you can do is when you go to take a picture of it, you could take a picture like that. And then what they were showing is you just tuck the top up so that you can get a picture of the end of the belt. Hot damn, that works good. Good gravy. Just when you think the internet's not going to be awesome, it pulls you back in. So that's freaking great. All right. Did anybody else know that trick? I am curious. I am curious if anybody knew that trick or if that is an unknown trick that y'all just learned. All right, so we're going to wrap this up really good. We don't want the rhinestones to get messed up or anything like that. That's so great. How crazy is that? Good night. Merry Christmas. Pass the salt and pepper. Did I lose my scissors already? Oh my gosh, I haven't been in this room in so many days. Honey, I think I need scissors. Completely new. Dizzy says that Dizzy didn't know about that either. Well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Go Joe. All right, let's see. This person's going to get a sticker that says perfect, and it's a cat. I wish these stickers were bigger because I'd get them again. The accidental sticker purchase. I mean, can you even? So just wrapping this around here. Normally I would just use some of my foam for this because, you know, I get the foam for free. With the belts, though, I found that the little belt doodly thing pokes through the foam. I'm out of scissors. Oh, thank you. Perfect.
That was not me.
I don't know who it was. Maybe it was the ghost of Christmas past. The ghost of Christmas past is always doing things. Or maybe it was the sock gnomes that steal the socks out of the dryer. I've just, like, almost given up on wearing socks. I just wear my Crocs every day, and then I don't have to worry about it. Although, I do like those ankle socks I got, because they don't fall down, which is my biggest qualm. Dizzy says, good job, Professor. All right, so got our belt here. I am so stinking happy that trick works. I watched that video like 10 times probably, trying to figure out what he was doing in the video, because I kept thinking, like, that's just too easy. There's got to be another trick. What is he trying to sell me? Nope. Just a guy teaching you how to wrap a belt. Just a dude in a belt. No big deal. All right, so this is going in here, and we are under a pound, so we're going to ship this straight from eBay. So we're looking at 13 ounces for this here. 13 ounces here. What are you making? It smells delicious. All right. Okay, so let's see. So this is going to Sherry in Minnesota. Sherry paid... Oh, just a second. I put the wrong measurements in. My bizzle. All right, there we go. Sherry paid $6.99. It is $6.99 to ship the belt. And we're shipping it on its way. It's gonna go to its new owner, Sherry in Minnesota. Or maybe that's Maine. I always forget how to abbreviate the states that start with M. All right, there is that. Click, clack, bow. All right, Sherry, here is your awesome belt. Enjoy it. All right, let's take a look here. I think that's everything on eBay. Let's pop over to, we might have a Depop. Let's take a look here. All right, here we go. Yes, we have a Western shirt. So this is I've got a couple Western shirts. I need to make sure I get the right one. The Eddie Bauer Women's Medium. This is the Eddie Bauer Women's Medium. Perfect. Okay. So this is a 2009 Eddie Bauer Western denim shirt. Now, I don't pick up Eddie Bauer a lot. I really only pick it up if it's like Y2K or earlier, unless it's new with tags. For me personally, I just haven't found I sell a lot of it. It winds up sitting for me for quite a while, unless it's like a weird or unusual piece. Like if it's like a puffer vest or it's like super gorp core, meaning that it's got like different utility functions, like it's got different pockets and zippers, and down stuff does well. Of course, not this time of year, but come fall. Their pants do not sell for me. Their like polos style shirts do not sell for me. Sometimes the fishing and vintage shirts, but really if only new. So I really only pick it up, like I said, if it's like more Y2K. Now it's hard to turn stuff down at a garage sale when it's $1. However, I'm trying to be a little bit more thoughtful about things I pick up, meaning that if it's $1, but I really think it's only going to sell for like $7 or $8, is it really worth getting? Not really. So this one though was a pickup. It was $1, and it sold for 14 over on Depop. I've had it listed for a little while. It's also a women's, which is kind of strange. For Eddie Bauer stuff. Eddie Bauer Western is not normally something you think of that goes together, but I had a feeling it would sell for probably anywhere between like 15 to 20. It sold for 14. I had interest on it, but the nice thing about Depop is I didn't mind taking a little bit of a lower amount of money. If this had been eBay, I'd probably want to get closer to like $16.50 to $17. But on Depop, I don't have to pay any fees for most of the stuff. So there's no boost fees or anything like that. So it didn't cost extra. Are we behind again?
It constantly changes.
It's so weird. Yeah, it's so strange. Okay, all right, so we're gonna get this wrapped up here, and this is going Depop. Now, on Depop, I ship all of my stuff outside of Depop. I know not everybody has the ability to do that, but we do. So this is going to Elizabeth in Oregon, as they say. And we're gonna go over to Pirate Ship here. We're gonna put in her address, and boom. Elizabeth in Oregon. This is going to go in a poly bag, and we're going to stick it in here. We're going to give her a cute little sticker, because that's what we do. She's going to get a little strawberry that says, "Very good." These remind me of the stickers you'd get, like, when you were a kid. Like, like your teacher was like, "You did a great job." You know, "You're perfect" with the cat. Like, that's what it reminds me of. So they're cute. I just, like I said, I wish they weren't so small. It was a mistake buy, but we're making the best of it. We're making the best of it. All right, and then I like to get my packages kind of as small as I can, because then I can put in the dimensions as smaller, and that usually winds up saving me a little bit of money. So we can go 6 by 6, and then we can go 1 pound, 1 ounce on here, and let's take a look. Oregon's tough for me. Oregon's a bit far, so I usually wind up paying more. Yeah, they want $8.53 for this one, which I figured would be probably about what it is. She most likely paid $8.99 for shipping this. We'll take a look. I may have thought this was lighter than it was. I may have eaten it $1 on that. We're going to find out here in a second. I'll let you know, because we learn from our mistakes just like we learn from our successes. All right, printing that puppy out, and then let's take a look here. Let's see what she paid. I bet you I put this at $6.99, I have a feeling. Let's take a look. Yeah, so we ate it a couple bucks on the shipping on that. $1.62, I think, is what we ate it on. Yeah, I was thinking, so what I usually do for my long sleeve shirts is I do $6.99 for my long sleeve, but when I went to list this, I didn't even take in consideration, oh right, this is a really heavy denim, so I should have listed it at the $8.99 shipping. So like I said, every once in a great while, that's actually perfect, so we were talking about that earlier. Every once in a great while, I will end up eating it on shipping, and sometimes it happens. All right, let's go on Ground Advantage, and then I think, I want to say we got like a couple Poshies. Let's take a look here. Couple Poshie orders here. Let's see. Loading. Yes. Okay. So the first thing we've got here is a pair of pants. Now, this is a good example of a pair of pants that, so y'all know I have been sourcing longer than I have been selling. So I started sourcing a couple years ago when we lived in Washington State. And I wasn't listing. I was just kind of hoarding it all together because I knew we were going to be moving. I thought we were going to be moving locally, but then we wound up finding a place in Texas we fell in love with. So we wound up trucking everything down here. Most of it is like, oh, awesome, I did a great job, I got good stuff. Some of it is like, okay, well, you know what? We're learning lessons, aren't we? This is one of those we're kind of learning lessons items. So when I saw these at a garage sale, it says silver on them, right? My brain, my baby young reseller brain, my newbie reseller brain thought, oh, silver tabs, which they clearly obviously are not because of the way that they look. But that's what my brain thought. So I saw all this thick stitching and I was like, oh man, those are going to be amazing. Those are going to be great. I probably picked them up for $1. Once I went to list them, I realized, oh no, they are a completely random company called Silver Suki Fluid Denims. However, they had already been bought, so we're going to sell them. So this tells you how long these have been listed. This is SKU 194. We are on 1700. So this is SKU 194. They finally sold! And the only reason I know that they sold is because I went in and we had put in, we'll just take a look at this, see if I can see the original, how do I see the original listing? I don't think you can see that on, let's look here. So, you guys know I'm crazy about keywords. Let me look up and see what I had for keywords on this, because I wasn't doing keywords yet, really, when I listed these. So this is going to be one of those items where I went back in and put them. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look here. Okay. So we put the following in there. Rocker, rock, metal, Y2K, moto, which stands for motorcycle, biker, rock girl, thick stitch, all one word, thick stitch, 2 words. So you can see at the bottom of that listing. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about and you don't know what keywords are, if you go to the pinned video wherever you're at, you should be able to see that. There's like a video called a Keywords Master List. It'll talk a little bit about it. So keywords are a way for the search engine to be able to find your listings. So let's say, for instance, someone was writing in here, let's say they wrote Y2K, biker, moto pants, thick stitch. Well, because I have all of that in my listing, in my descriptions, I also try to put a couple words up in the title. Let's see if I was able to fit anything in this title. Let's see. We'll have to look on here. It's so weird how Poshmark doesn't let you see your old stuff very easily. Let's see if I was able to sneak in anything here. We're going to attempt to do this without our glasses and see. So I was able to put, thick stitch, embroidered, and rock in there. If you look at the original listing, you'll see that. And so because of that, it's pulling, the search engine's pulling from your title. It pulls from the words in your description. And then in eBay, there's also the theme section. And so it's pulling from those 3. So if I put biker in my title, I put biker in my description, and I put biker in the theme, that tells the search engine there are 3 things within just this one listing that the person is searching for. So you're way more likely for your listing to get seen first. How do I know this is true? Because I literally used to do this for a living before I did this. I did marketing. That was my gig. That was the gig behind the computer. So it works great. I love it. If you want the keywords list, you can either just go into all my listings on eBay and search through them, and you can write them down yourself for free on all of our different listings. You can find them. Or if you don't want to do that and you want to be able to just get a full copy of it, you can go to the link up in my bio and get it. The other nice thing about this is Justin made this an editable document. And so I will be going in as new aesthetics and keywords kind of come into my realm, or someone says, hey, did you hear about this aesthetic? I will be including those in, and I'll be editing the document. So if you have purchased it already, make sure you just go back in maybe like once a month or something and just check and see if there's anything new in there. Then what I do is, and this is just a note for anyone that's bought it, in my notes section in my phone, I will show you. So in my notes section in my phone, I just saved all of them. I just copied and pasted from my own keywords list, saved them in here, so that when I want to list something, I can just pull up my notes, copy and paste that section, and put it in. So that is how we do it. That is a little tip for those of you. I had someone say, it took me forever to rewrite those down. I was like, why did you write them down? I was like, you could just copy and paste it. She was like, oh my God. I was like, you silly? You silly? That's just silly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there are too many M states, Diz. I agree. Like Maine, Minnesota, Michigan, Montana. Am I missing any? I'm like, it's too much for me to memorize. I can't even remember where I put my keys, let alone that. All right, so that is going Poshmark. And all Poshmark stuff goes in a priority mail envelope, which you just saw me use. And that way it doesn't cost you any money. All right, let's take a look here. I'm going to mark that as shipped. And then it looks like we still have an item here. Looks like another Western shirt. Crazy. All right, so this one is a Wrangler. Now, this is so funny. If you go back and watch my videos from like, I don't know, 7 months ago, you'll hear me say, I don't ever pick up Wrangler. Wrangler sits in my store forever. However, Wrangler has made this crazy comeback into the market. I have sold more Wrangler items in the last, just a second, I gotta get into that envelope. I've sold more Wrangler items in the last 2 months than I have sold in Wrangler items all combined. So don't snooze on the Wrangler. This is a Wrangler Western shirt. It's got what's called a long tail, meaning that the tail usually has like a frayed edge because it's not even finished. They're exceptionally long for people that are super tall. So that one has this, and it sold for 19 bucks over on Poshy. Now, if you have a Western Pearl Snap shirt and you want to ship it, you want to make sure that the buttons are on the inside if you are shipping it in a regular poly bag, because otherwise the buttons can scrape. If you have it folded like this and you're shipping it on Poshmark, you can just put it in a bubble mailer because the bubble mailer will prevent that from happening. However, if you weren't on Poshmark, you would just want to fold it so that these parts were inside. And what I usually do is once I get it to like this, looking like this, then I just take it, I flip it, I fold the top, I fold the bottom, tuck in if the pearl snaps are on the cuff, and then fold like that. And then that way those will be primarily on the inside. It's kind of a lazy fold, but you get the point if you do it inside out. Now with this, I don't have to worry about it. I can put them on the outside because I'm going to use a padded envelope. And I like the person to be able to see that. You know, when they first open it, it's like being able to see the label or something. I try to do that if I can, but of course the safety of the item is more important than the presentation. And so I would turn this inside out if it was anywhere besides Poshmark, because I wouldn't be using this priority. Super cool work. These are definitely teacher stickers. That literally says super cool work. Oh, that's funny. That's been super cool work ordering this item online. You did it. All right, holding this up here. The nice thing about these is they stick to themselves so nicely. So I'll use bubble wrap if I got a bubble wrap. All right, we're going to go ahead and download this label and get this sent off to our new friend, Mike in Georgia. Mike in sweet Georgia, you're getting a nice pearl snap shirt. Well, I do declare the vapors in Georgia are going to be hot with this western shirt, Mr. Mike. All right, if Mike's watching this, he's like, I don't want to know. You're insane. All right, there is that. Ooh, which is good because my hip is over it. The back is pieced. All right, let's take a look here. No other questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas. All right, you guys, that's going to be me. Couple little reminders before I go. So, just because of the hip situation and me needing to be able to move when I'm doing the whatnot shows, you can see I'm still kind of a little bit stiff. We're not going to do a whatnot show until Saturday. So the plan is, this is the plan, is to go out garage sailing at like 7 in the morning, probably be done like around 1, depending on how the back goes. But I'm going to be live with you guys the whole time. Now, here's what I think we might try. This is going to be crazy. This is what we're going to try to do. We are going to try to stream on Whatnot that entire time. So we would be garage sailing from 7 to like 1. So we'd be on Whatnot that entire time. Now, it'll also stream over to YouTube if you want to just watch. But if you want to purchase anything, it'll be over on Whatnot. And I'm going to be running stuff for basically what I get it for. So like, let's say I get, this item for $3. We'll probably run it for 4 or 5 because we have to pay the taxes and the fees and all that kind of stuff on it. But I'm going to be running stuff. So if you guys are resellers and you're looking to source, it's going to be a great way for you to get items. And we'll try to keep the shipping as low as we possibly can for you guys. And then if you're not a reseller and you just want to shop, I mean, you never know what I'm going to find at these garage sales, guys. I find the most insane, crazy, awesome stuff just in piles on the ground. And I'm just kind of running it for what I'm getting it for. So we're going to go out Saturday and do that. Whatever doesn't sell live, we're also going to do another Whatnot show on Sunday. So on Sunday, we're going to do our regular 3 p.m. show. And we'll be putting up the stuff that we found at the garage sales from Saturday, as well as other stuff. I mean, I have an entire garage full of stuff. I have been locally sourcing. I have a good amount of stuff. I mean, we blow through it fast on Whatnot. So make sure you tune in because I know a lot of people have been able to score some really great stuff. I did get a really cool message from someone that was like, oh my God, that thing I got from you for $2, I sold for $100. I was like, yeah, boy. So that is going to be all day Saturday and then also on Sunday. So if you have not had the opportunity yet to go in and bookmark our Whatnots, if you go over to our account, which is just NiceComps, you will see the shows there. I don't have the Saturday one for the all-day set up yet. I should probably do that. We should probably do that. So I will set that up today so that you guys can bookmark that for the all-day Saturday. If I get to Saturday and for whatever reason I still can't move the way I need to move to garage sale, then of course we postpone it. But I think I'm going to be good. We're on Wednesday, so that's 3 days. And like, compared to where I was 3 days ago, I think we're probably going to be good. So that is over on our Whatnot, just NiceComps. And then also a friend of mine, a couple friends actually, are doing shows tonight. So we've got God's doing one at 7 p.m. tonight. And I'll just hold that there so you guys can screenshot. Newer seller, he would appreciate the support too. So newer seller, he's got 5 bookmarks now. So let's go in and give him some more bookmarks. Even if you're not sure if you can make it, it just helps to get it pushed out to TikTok a little bit more. And then we also have Frenchie, the Frenchman, is doing one tonight at 10 p.m. Now, if you guys have any other WNs coming up, any other Whatnot shows tonight, go ahead and shout them out here. If you've got any up-and-comings, please go ahead and shout them out, whether you're on YouTube or Instagram. I truly believe that we are only better together, and that is how we support each other. Last but not least, while you guys are on here, I have not put my sticker up yet. So if you guys haven't gotten a chance to get one of our NiceComps stickers, they are over in Whatnot in the Buy It Now section. They're only $2. You can buy it for yourself. You can buy it to gift to someone else. What these do is it's helping us to get to our 1,000 sales. So you have to sell 1,000 items on Whatnot for them to be able to release your money at a timely fashion. Otherwise, they literally hold on to your money until like the dawn of the age of Aquarius. Like, they still have my money held in here from like 2 shows ago, which was like weeks ago. So we're getting close. We're at 724 now. So we need 276 more sales, and we'll be able to get our money in time. I can't believe how long they keep it. They must just collect interest on it or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know why they're doing that, but we're going to go ahead and put this up. I'm going to try to get this sticker off. Attempt to without my glasses on. Oh, they peel off good. Oh, good choice on the stickers, Jess. These are like a good quality. This is the first time I peeled one off. These are really nice. All right, guys, she's going up. She's going up. She's going up. Here we go. All right, we're going to put her, since it's me, right here in the center. There I am. I'm on my own sticker wall. I did it. I'm a success. I'm a millionaire. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I should be back on, hopefully, tomorrow and maybe Friday as well. Definitely going to try that garage sale thing on Saturday all day on Whatnot, and then Sunday on Whatnot as well. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye, everybody.